howdy guys, welcome to my Simstroduction video. Today we are just going to be making my Simself, and I'm going to be introducing who I am as an individual and a gamer, and gonna be, letting you guys know what you can expect to see from my YouTube channel. I'm Meeno, and I am a non-binary gamer. My pronouns are they, them, and I just have this immense passion for video games. I especially love simulation games like The Sims, and I love to play tycoon games, like Zoo Tycoon 2, and even though I don't play it, I do love Planet Zoo. I do not have a computer that is strong enough to play Planet Zoo. I just have like a basic standard run-of-the-mill PC, Windows 10, but I don't think it could handle Planet Zoo very well. But if you guys would like to see some Zoo Tycoon 2 videos, let me know in the comments down below, because that game is actually pretty wild, some odd 20 years later. It's very hectic and chaotic, a lot more chaotic than I remember it being in my childhood. I think it's just because it's an old game, but it's kind of fun and it might be entertaining to watch. Maybe you might want to see me stress out over the amount of animals I have in my zoo that keep having this overflowing amount of babies, and I guess the guests just keep getting into the enclosure somehow, like they're hopping the fence. I don't know what they're doing, but they're getting in there somehow, and it is absolutely chaotic. So if you guys would like to see that, maybe we'll build a zoo together, and maybe someday I will have Planet Zoo on a computer that is capable of handling it. But for now, we've just got The Sims, and I love this game so much. I don't do any cast related stuff, and I don't really play in households a lot. I do a lot of building. I love to build, but I'm also interested in, like rags to riches challenges, and of course I would love to do a legacy challenge someday, but I'm just not sure where to start with that. So if you guys have any suggestions for that, you can drop them down below. Send me the links to like any I guess legacy challenge guides, and maybe we could start one together, and I think that'd be fun. Like maybe we could combine it with rags to riches, and that would be a very interesting way to go about it. I really do think it would be fun, but this is just mostly going to be me building stuff in The Sims, because I am using Sims 4 to live vicariously through my dreams to be a home designer and an interior designer and an architect. I think that is kind of like out of my reach, because I'm not very math savvy, and I don't think I'll ever be, an architect or a home designer or anything. So anyways, I can do that in Sims and not have to worry about the math and worry about, if anything is like up to code and makes sense. Who cares? It's The Sims, it's a video game. I can build whatever I want. Anyways, I've been a gamer for a very long time. I'm gonna give away my age here for a second, but my first console was a Sega Genesis, and my very first game was Sonic the Hedgehog, and we just played the heck out of that. Oh my gosh. Then we got a PlayStation 1, and I don't really remember what games we played on the PlayStation 1. Then we got a PlayStation 2, and I played games like Smuggler's Run, Gallop Racer 2006, and oh gosh, Dog's Life. Fun game, actually. I really do believe that they should bring back Dog's Life. But Gallop Racer was a horse racing sim game, and I believe that was my very first simulation game. And well, here I am now playing simulation games like The Sims 4. I've played the other Sims, actually. Sims 1 was my first game on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I didn't really realize until The Sims 2 Pets was released that you could play Sims on the PC. So I asked for The Sims 2 Pets for my birthday, and I was very lucky to have gotten it. However, there was like a little catch. I went to go and install it on my mom's work computer, and it didn't work. So what we did was we went to Walmart and we brought the game, and we were like, excuse me, this isn't working, can you tell us why it's not working? And they just didn't understand like why. And so they asked us, they were like, do you have the Sims 2 base game? And we were like, what? No. What do you mean? What do you mean Sims 2 base game? I was a console player, so I had no idea that you needed, the base game to be able to play expansion packs. And I think I actually was playing Zoo Tycoon 2 back then, and I had all the DLCs for Zoo Tycoon 2. But I think I got Zoo Tycoon 2 so early that it didn't really occur to me that you needed the base game of any game to, play the DLC and stuff. I didn't understand that, and nobody else in my family is really a gamer, so I didn't really have, that sort of knowledge to back it all up. I do still have The Sims 2 Pets, and we did end up getting the Sims 2 base game for PC eventually, but it wasn't for a while. I remember just going home and not being able to play it, and I was so sad. I had dreams about playing that game, alright? I wanted to play that game so bad. I still remember the dreams that I would have, and it's just wild to me. As a result, any sort of pet additions to the Sims games was an immediate favorite. It was always a must-have. I believe my first expansion we got when The Sims 3 released was The Sims 3 Pets, and I love the horses, and yes, I am one of the people who misses the horses. I understand why there's no horses in The Sims 4, and probably why there never will be, but maybe in The Sims 5, you know. I love horses, and I love dogs. I want to have a dog of my own someday. Yeah, I don't currently have a dog of my own, or I would have included him or her in my household. Maybe I'll go back and give my sim, you know, a dog of my dreams or something. Maybe that'd be fun. But yeah, I don't own a dog. I don't have any pets of my own. Now, that is not to say I've never owned animals of my own in the past. I have had rats back 6 years ago, you know, it was a long time ago, but I did have pet rats, and not wild rats, you know, the kind that can eat you out of house and home and stuff, and no, not those kind of rats, of course, you know, before anybody freaks out. No, I've had actual domesticated rats, and in the rat community, we like to call them pocket puppies because they are so smart, they're so sweet and intelligent, and they're very tiny, like little dogs. They are just so incredibly smart. I can't get over it. I just love rats, and I want more rats. That's actually kind of the issue I've kind of faced, you know, after owning rats. Every day since my last rat passed away, this is going on 6 years, okay? I've wanted more rats. I want more pet rats, but I'm not in a position right now where I can have any, but I hope to be, you know, in the future maybe. I miss the company of them. When I would work and college stuff, they just, you know, chill out in my hoodie, in my sleeves, or on my lap, on my shoulders. They'd sometimes, you know, lay across the desk and just let me work, and oh my gosh, they're just so good. I miss them so much. They're such good little companions. They are incredibly lovely creatures, and if you haven't owned a rat and, you know, maybe it's something you're kind of interested in, look into it because they are incredible pets. I love them so much, you know, but do your research first, of course, because they can be a little bit tricky to take care of. You know, there's things that they need, much like any pet. You know, you just want to research and make sure that it's right for you. Okay, stop me before I sit here and talk for rats for the rest of the video, because I will. I love them so much. Anyways, back to my sim self and, you know, what this video is like all about. We have figured out what my sim self looks like, and we've planned out most of their outfits, and they are looking super duper adorable. I wish I could look as cute as my sim self, but unfortunately I cannot look like a sim. I cannot pull off that cartoony style. It's just not possible. But we're almost finished with my sim self here. Other things you might be able to find on my YouTube channel is maybe some Minecraft Let's Play. You know, I just like to chill in Minecraft and explore and build things. I like to make, you know, little villages for myself and, you know, small towns and farms. I love to build little farms in Minecraft. But if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, you know, just let me know. I'm not sure how many of you might be interested in seeing that. My YouTube is gonna be mostly revolving around Sims stuff, but maybe you guys would like a little bit of variety like that, like maybe once or twice a week post a Minecraft video. I'm just gonna warn you guys now though, spelunking is super duper scary to me. I am so afraid of exploring in dark places with the skeletons and the spiders and the zombies and the creepers. I am so scared. You know, I don't like, you know, scary stuff in video games. You know, I don't like horror games. The only horror game I think I've ever completed was the Dead Space trilogy, and that was mostly while I was playing it with my friend being there or on call with me, and we played Dead Space 3 together, but I think that's the only horror game I've ever played. Yeah, I don't like horror. I like my happy little RPGs. I like exploring. I like building. I like my little farm sims and stuff like that. I don't like horror. I'm just scared. I do like to sit down and watch other people play horror games because, you know, a lot of them have really good story, but I'm just too afraid to play them myself. So I like to watch people play them instead, and it's fun to watch other people get scared. But put me in that position and I'm gonna cry. I will cry. I promise you I will cry. But we are wrapping up my last two outfits for my sim self. I do have this N7 shirt and I'm wearing it right now, and it's just such a cool shirt. I love it. I'm so happy that it's in the game and I was able to throw it onto my sim self. I don't even know why I'm messing with hot and cold weather wear for my sim self, because I don't even have seasons for the Sims 4, but I do hope to get it. I really love, you know, seasons. I love to play in autumn and stuff. I used to play it a lot in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, and I'm not sure how seasons works in The Sims 4, but back in The Sims 3 I used to just set the season to autumn. It would be perpetual autumn, so it'd be autumn all the time, and that's like my absolute favorite season. I live in a place where it doesn't get pretty like that, so I just like to have it set to autumn colors all of the time, and I hope I can do that in seasons. But here we are about to get into the screenshots, and I'm just gonna leave you with these. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for checking out my Simstroduction video today. If you have a story you would like to share about how you got into The Sims, drop it down below because I would love to read it. I'm sure others would love to read it too. Anyways, I'm gonna get going now, and I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.